Hi everyone, it's Michelle. Welcome back. So today I thought I would do a quick weight loss update video. I know it's been 5 weeks since my last update, and I was going to try and do these videos a little bit more often, and I do still plan to do that. It's just, you guys all know how sometimes life just gets away from us, right? And things have just been, the last few weeks, been very busy around here, and I haven't had a chance to sit down and talk to you guys very often. So I thought I would do a little catch up today, and then we'll see if I can start doing these on a much more regular basis for you guys. So let's start with the numbers first. The last time I updated you guys was the 17th of December. It's now the 21st of January, so it's been 5 weeks since my last update. And during the last 5 weeks, I have lost another 7 pounds. So I am at a total weight loss of 86 pounds. In the middle of December, I was at 79 pounds of weight loss. I'm now at 86 pounds of weight loss. So 7 pounds in the last 5 weeks is very exciting to me, but it's really, it was really a little bit surprising that I was able to maintain that steady weight loss throughout the holiday season. We went through, full-on holiday season there the last half of December. I traveled for a week. My husband and I went home, went to Arizona to visit my family for Christmas, and so, we were traveling, which sometimes is not conducive to a healthy eating lifestyle. But I did the best I could, and I was able to maintain my weight loss. So let's talk about why I think that is. First of all, I want to say that during the holidays, I did allow myself to enjoy holiday treats that I really enjoy. So yes, I ate Christmas cookies, and yes, I ate chocolates that, everybody has at the holidays, and, I ate a couple of really, really enjoyable holiday meals. But I did it sort of in a smart way. So yes, I wanted to enjoy Christmas cookies. I love cookies, and Christmas cookies that are fresh baked by, the people around you are wonderful. So I allowed myself to have a couple when I wanted them. Now, you can't have a couple 8 times a day, but you can have a couple every day and enjoy them. So when I would have some afternoon coffee or whatever, I would allow myself to enjoy a couple of cookies. And I enjoyed them, I really did. And, I did that throughout the holiday season. I also, we had big holiday meals, and I allowed myself to eat the things that I enjoyed the most at the holidays. But I just watched how much of it I ate. I don't think a couple holiday meals are going to make you fat. They're going to slow down your weight loss, but, they're not going to. If you only do it a couple times a year, it's not going to hurt you as long as you're very consistent with your healthy eating, 90% of the time, and you maintain an active lifestyle. And so that's what I did. I tried to eat healthy most of the time, and when it was holiday meal time, I allowed myself to enjoy my holiday meals. I was very relentless, however, at sticking to my workout schedule. So even with my travels, I worked out an hour a day, 6 days a week. I did not allow myself to really deviate from that because I wanted my weight loss to continue. I'm not where I want to be yet. So, I still wanted that to continue. And as long as I was somewhere where it was warm and I could get outside and enjoy the outdoors while I exercised, I took advantage of that. So I was able to maintain consistent weight loss throughout the holiday season for the first time in my entire life, and it felt really good. But I do not feel like I was not allowed to enjoy the holidays because I was, because of the way I eat. I do not feel that way. I allowed myself to have the things that I wanted. I just controlled my portions, and I ate healthy most of the time, and I continued to stay active. And it has allowed me to lose another 7 pounds during this last 5 weeks, which is great. So let's talk about how much farther I have to go. Now that, you know, I've kind of reached this level of weight loss, I'm ready to set an end goal for myself. And I know, you know, during this journey I've talked about, I didn't know what my end weight goal was going to be because, you know, it's been more than 25 years since I've been there. So more than 30 years maybe since I've been at this weight. And so I didn't know kind of where I would net out. So now that I'm where I am today, I have decided that my goal on my journey is going to be to lose 95 pounds. So I have 9 pounds to go, which is not a lot, you know, considering how quickly things have been progressing. Now, that doesn't mean that all of a sudden things aren't going to slow down for me, but I do believe over the next 3 months, I will lose the rest of the weight I need to lose, and I will hit my goal of 95 pounds of weight loss, which will put me definitely in a size 6, which has been my goal all along. And actually, for those of you who follow me on Instagram, you know that I went out and did some shopping, and I had to buy my jeans in a size 6. And actually, while I shopped this weekend, I had to buy some of my clothes in a 4 and some of them in a 6, but none of them in an 8. So I'm very excited about that. So size-wise, I'm pretty much right where I want to be. I want to take off another 9 pounds, and then that's going to be what I work to maintain for the rest of my life. And I do believe that that weight is you know, pretty realistic for me, for my height and my age. And when I look at my age and my height, once I'm down, you know, once I lose the 95 pounds, it'll put me right in the middle of my healthy weight range, which I think is a really good place for me to be at this, you know, sort of stage in my life. So that's what I'm going to do. My goal is to lose only 9 more pounds. Which is very exciting. You know, I can now see the end. But yeah, so I thought I would give you that update today. The only things that I've changed, so I always, when I do these videos, I try to talk about anything that I've changed. I haven't changed much. I haven't changed anything from an eating perspective. Like I said, I'm just continuing to eat fruits, vegetables, lean meats, and whole grains. No processed food, no sugar. I don't have any of that. I do drink alcohol, so yes, I guess that is a sugar. But I do try and limit that. I only do that when, you know, we're out with friends, or, you know, maybe it's a special day or whatever, and then I'll have a glass of wine or whatever. If you're going to drink, and I've said this before in several videos, you have to be smart about what you drink. You can't drink 1,000-calorie pina colada or daiquiri and think that you're going to continue to lose weight, because that is just way too many calories. So I haven't changed much from an eating perspective. And the only thing that I've changed from a workout perspective is it has gotten very cold here. Obviously, I live in the Chicagoland area, so it's very cold. And, you know, winter has been very difficult this year for us. And so I just cannot get outside to exercise. It is too cold. It's too snowy. It's treacherous. You know, the sidewalks and stuff are just icy, and I don't want to risk an injury. So I've had to only work out in my home, which is fine. But one of the things that I found is it was getting very boring to be on that treadmill. And when things are boring, I dread them. And the one thing you do not want to have when you're on a health journey is you do not want to dread your workouts. And I was starting to dread them because they were so boring. So one of the things I did was I went out and bought some videos. And I talked before about, you know, for me, I don't enjoy doing workout videos. I just don't. Not that they're not effective, because they can be really, really good for you. I just don't really enjoy them, but I felt like I needed to change up something because I was getting very bored. So I bought, you know, a bunch of videos, and so now 3 or 4 days a week I'm doing fitness videos. And if you guys want me to talk about those videos, let me know, and maybe in my next video I can do a little bit of an update on which ones I found that I like the most. because I did find some that I really like doing and that are very, very challenging for me. So I don't dread my workouts anymore because I've introduced some new workouts, and I think that's really important, right? That we continue to change things up so we don't get bored and you don't start dreading having to work out every day. Now, that is not to say that I don't still dislike working out every day. And I've said this from the very beginning, I am not a workout lover. It is a negotiation with myself every single day to make myself put my workout clothes on and go work out. It is. It's a negotiation every single day. But I know if I don't do it, my weight loss is going to slow down or stop. And I know that I always feel better when I work out. So I do it. But I don't like it. And people say over and over again, you're eventually going to love this. You're eventually going to love this. I don't. And I don't see that ever happening. So there are things, exercise types that I like more than others, but I don't like it. But it's necessary for us to do. You must keep your body in motion. So that's really the only thing that has changed, is I've introduced some exercise videos to sort of mix things up a little bit and stop the boredom. But yeah, my weight loss has remained very consistent because I'm relentless about my eating and I'm staying active all day, and those are the most important things. Now, one of the things I do want to say is that if you are on this journey or you're just starting this journey and your weight loss is not happening as quickly as mine, don't get discouraged. First of all, throughout my journey, mine has not moved this quickly. I had months early on where I only lost 2 pounds in a whole month and 3 pounds in a whole month and that kind of thing. And so you have to expect that. But if you're, and it's okay, enjoy every bit of success. One of the reasons sometimes I hesitate to talk about my weight loss when it's been so good is because I don't want people who are struggling to get discouraged, because I know how hard it is to stay motivated the whole time. I know, believe me, I know. But hang on to every little weight loss, because every half a pound that you lose or every third a pound that you lose all adds up. And again, in 6 months or a year, think about how much that's going to be, how much your body's going to change. Even at a third of a pound a week or half a pound a week, your body's going to change drastically in a year if you are consistent with that. The key is to just be consistent. If it's slower than you want it to be, you have to ask yourself if you are working as hard as you should be. And if you are, it's okay that it's moving slowly. But ask yourself that. Constantly challenge yourself, because I've had months, during the month of November, I only lost 3 pounds in November, but I had some pretty big months before that. But I questioned myself, am I really working out as hard as I can every single time? And am I really being careful about my food? Or am I starting to eat a little more than I should? And you just continue to ask yourself those questions, because that's how you're going to continue to lose the weight. And it's okay if it goes slow. If you haven't seen some of my earlier videos, when I started my journey, I knew I had a lot of weight to lose, but I wasn't going to force it to happen fast. I allowed myself 3 years to lose the weight I wanted to lose. Now, it's happened much more quickly than that, but I was going to be okay with it taking 3 years for me to get to a size 6. As long as I continued to move in the right direction, I was going to be okay with it. And that allowed me to be much more accepting when the scale didn't move, and less frustrated. Because the last thing you want to do is get frustrated and go eat something, right? So don't do that to yourself. Hang in there. As tough as it gets, and I know it gets tough, hang in there, because it's going to add up. And you know, that half a pound becomes 2 pounds before you know it. And that 2 pounds becomes 5 pounds before you know it. And in a year, you know, it could be 30 pounds. And think about how different your body will be in 30 pounds. Or it could be 50 pounds in a year. So hang in there. Don't give up on you. It's all worth it. I cannot tell you how amazing it felt to go into a store and to put on a size 8 because that's what size I was, and to have the girl go, those are too big on you. And I said I can't put on a 6, and she got me a 6 and I put it on and it fit. And then this last weekend having to grab a 4 in many brands was shocking to me. You know, when I came, for those of you who haven't seen all my videos, I came from a size 20. And so I know what it's like to be a size 20. And it's really hard for me to imagine myself the size I am now. And I can't tell you how amazing it feels. So hang in there. If you get nothing else out of these videos from me, it's to not give up on you and to hang in there, because it will come. If you are being true to your eating and true to your fitness, it's going to come. Your body is going to let go of the weight. It's going to. Hang in there. And don't let other people derail you, or don't let those feelings of I wish it was happening faster derail you, because when you get derailed, it's only going to make it happen slower. Or it's only going to make you, take you back a few steps. So don't let that happen. You have to be relentless. And it isn't easy. I get it. It's easy for me to come on and make these videos because I'm losing weight, but I know it's really hard. I know it. It's hard for me every day to go down and exercise, like I said, and to see people eating foods that I used to love to eat and know that I'm choosing not to eat that because I want to feel better and be healthier. But it's hard sometimes. I get it. I get it. Don't let that derail you. If you have to have a bite of that, have a bite of it. But don't eat the whole burger and don't let it derail you. That's my thing. So I think that's it for today. I am still, hopefully things will slow down a little bit now. I do still plan to make some videos on what I'm eating during the day. I think it's really important for, I will share what I eat during the day. It's not all that interesting, but it's foods I really enjoy, and that's why I eat them. And I think the key to being successful in your eating, your healthy eating, is to find foods you love to eat. Not foods that you eat because you're going to lose weight when you eat them, but foods that you really love to eat. And I really enjoy the things I eat. And if I don't enjoy certain foods, I don't eat them. I read a lot of blogs about food, healthy eating, clean eating, and that kind of thing. And I try a lot of food. And if I don't like it, I don't eat it. I find the things that I love. But I try everything because I think it's important that you experiment with foods that are healthy for you so you can see which ones you like. Because ultimately, that food brings me joy. When I eat, it brings me joy. And I know that's a bad relationship I have with food. But so now I found the healthy foods that I really love, and that's what I eat. And so I feel really good when I eat. And I just feel overall, from a health perspective, much better eating the way I do now as well. But I think it's important that you love the food that you eat, even if it's healthy food. Otherwise, you're never going to stick with it. So I will work on sharing some of those videos with you. I hopefully will have some time to do those for you over the next couple weeks. So that's it for today. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, and I will talk to you all again soon.